Motivation. I wanted to get a point forward that I think is so important towards growth on anything, not necessarily growth, but being successful. And that point is motivation. I know this is still strained from my channel theme, my channel idea, the style that I put out for gaming videos, but I think this can also apply to any area of life. And so I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna try to not cut up this video as much as possible. I'm just gonna try to go exactly what comes to my head. And I might not get my point completely forward, but I'm gonna see what I can do to say what I'm trying to say. So I feel like in this modern day and age, motivation is a big thing that is lost in anything we attempt to do. That's the biggest thing why so many people are not successful, why so many people just still live at home, or not necessarily live at home. You could even be a younger aged person and still just lack that motivation to do anything. Because even if you're younger, even if you're a little person, you can still get so much done. Like, if you put your motivation towards that, the definition of motivation is, I guess, not directly from a dictionary, but it's having the energy and willingness and really wanting to do something. That's what motivation is. And being motivated means you'll get it done. It's not just wanting to do it, it's doing it. And I feel like with all this technology that's coming out, don't get me wrong, I am not against technology. If you look at my channel itself, I play a lot of video games. And I put out a lot of gaming content. But my purpose in that is to make people laugh and spread positivity as much as I can. Even though I'm not a big channel and whatever I'm saying here, you could not even be taken to heart, because I feel like also if you've grown on, if you're popular enough and you've grown on any sort of social media or any big thing where you're well known by tons of people, your voice is more heard. But I feel like being able to grow or being able to succeed in your life, you have to be able to go out there, not just be able to, but work to be able to go out and get your ideas out there, do something to change the world around you in each and every day. I feel like with the whole like social or the whole technological advancements, people are learning that you don't have to go out and do anything. You could say people find it so easy now to sit at home and play computer games or go on social medias all the time. And there's nothing wrong with the social medias and gaming or anything in and of it themselves. It is the fact that people waste their life away doing nothing. And the whole reason why I'm making this video is that I've realized that that's what I've been doing recently. Especially today, I've been feeling so lazy and I hate that feeling of it's like halfway done the day already and I've literally done nothing except sit at my computer. I haven't even, like, prepared any sort of video for even editing. And as a YouTuber, I feel like that loss of motivation towards doing that is what will make it so that I can't go big. I'm not trying, like, I may never actually go big on YouTube. But the whole purpose and what I'm trying to do is get my videos seen by enough people to change enough people's lives in a positive way. I personally cannot change anyone's lives. It is more the, if I can make someone laugh once in a day just by watching my video, just by watching a video, then just that feeling of a slight amount of positivity in the world will somehow change people. Like, I can't change everyone just by releasing YouTube videos. But I want to put forward that I want people to go out and do something to change the world, because that's what I want to accomplish. And the lack of motivation towards that is being lost, I feel. And so there, you can see all these big popular people. You can see big gaming YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, those type of people. But you can also see popular celebrities. If you've seen Just Do It by I can't pronounce his name properly, Shia LaBeouf or Shia LaBeouf, or I've heard it pronounced so many different ways, but he tells you to go out and just do it. Just get something done with your life. Like, nothing will change in your life if you're just sitting there doing nothing. Say you're a YouTuber and you want to become popular. I'm not saying that's the only reason why you should become popular. You should enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, I'm gonna be completely honest, you're not going to become popular if you're not enjoying it. Because at some point, especially if your videos aren't getting views, or if you're not growing at all, then you're gonna quit. But if you enjoy it enough, no matter how many years it takes, you're going to get there, because people will realize over time that you're enjoying yourself, and they can enjoy watching your content because you're enjoying creating it. And so, if my point was that if you want to be growing on YouTube or any social media or anywhere that requires lots of putting out of content, you could be a writer, you could have to put out short stories or novels or whatever it is. You have to be learning from your mistakes. You have to be willing to learn, to get better, to study up. Like for me, I've been on YouTube for just over a year. I know I'm only at 120 subscribers currently, but I've learned a lot through that time. That it's a lot of motivation towards one, enjoying what you're doing, because honestly there's a lot of times where I've lost the motivation to enjoy making videos because I feel like they're not doing as well as I wish they would, and I've just sort of lost the I often lose the enjoyment towards making the videos. And so the second thing would be willing to learn from first from people. Don't think every negative comment on your video towards your video is you should just completely discard, or just that person's some stupid person who doesn't know anything. You shouldn't always think that way. Some people can give a negative comment towards how to improve your video. Like, even if they say it in a mean way, just think about it. If they think a certain part of your video is just terribly done, you should be willing to take at least work towards improving in that area if you see that certain people do not enjoy that. And I feel like I'm kind of going down a rabbit trail at this point, but what I'm really trying to say is that you have to have that motivation, first of all, through enjoying what you're doing, most of all. Like, I know there's so much in your life that you're going to go through that you're not enjoying doing, but if you want to work towards, say, your dream job, then work hard towards that. Work hard towards what you really want to do, because nothing will get done if you're doing nothing. And even though my videos haven't necessarily gone as I wish they would, I wish I was quite a bit bigger on YouTube, I'm still not going to give up, because I feel that YouTube would be the only job. I mean, I'm not going to put job into quotations, because in my view, YouTube can be a job, and it is a job to a lot of people. But those are people that enjoy doing it enough to want to continue with it, and they made it their job because of that. And so I feel like that's the only job that me personally would be willing to work towards, even if that takes years and I have plenty of other jobs that I do while I'm working towards this as a real job, because I enjoy it enough. And so there's so many things in your life that you have to work towards, and the biggest thing is motivation towards. And so with so many people who just don't do anything because they're not motivated towards it. So many times, even if I've heard so many people say that they have to be in a certain mood, say, to do something. They have to be they just have to be in this mood to want to do that certain thing. But the biggest problem that I find with that is that, what if you're only have to be in this certain mood, which happens very rarely, then honestly, you're not going to succeed in that area, because you're not pushing yourself towards wanting to succeed in that area enough. And so the whole motivational factor with that is that you have to push yourself, even if you're not, you have to motivate yourself, I should say, that even if you're not in some mood to do that you'll still get it done, and eventually, even if there's times where you lose some motivation, like me currently with my channel, I have lost quite a bit of motivation, but I'm working towards getting that back, which is what I'm trying to put forward, is pushing and forcing yourself towards just doing it. Just do it. I'm not trying to, like, copyright Shia LaBeouf or anything. But, what he says in there is so true, because you can see where he's at now with his acting career. He pushed himself towards getting better at acting. And so, just pushing yourself, that even if you're not in that mood to do it, eventually you'll be so used to pushing yourself towards that eventually you'll enjoy it enough that you'll pretty much always be in that mood to want to create more content or whatever job you want, whatever job you're in. Just pushing yourself that even though you don't want to do it, you'll do it anyway, so that eventually you'll want to do it. That sounds like a circular reasoning, but that's kind of exactly what it is. And so, I don't think I want to delay this video much longer. That's basically the idea I was trying to put forward, that if you want something, and I've said this plenty of times before, if you want something enough, please just work towards it and motivate yourself towards doing it, because I see so many people who have these dreams but they're not doing anything to accomplish those dreams. They need to motivate themselves, and so motivation is just the key factor in anything you're doing. Even if you don't feel that you're motivated, by just doing it, you'll end up motivating yourself towards that. So that's all I want to say for this video. I know this isn't like my normal style of videos, but I notice things about people. Like, I notice so many things about, like, just from people I talk to, that they say that they want something, but what do they do? They're not doing anything towards that. Even if it's a small thing and it works up gradually, at least you're doing something. Because every person has the same amount of time. They have a 24-hour day. Even if they spend time sleeping, if you can schedule your sleeping to enough that you need to get your day done, you still have that 24-hour time period. And I've heard my parents say this to me as well. That's basically where I got that thought from, was every person has a 24-hour time period, and what you do in between that is what matters. And what you do, what matters is what can change your people and your current position in life. Even if you can't see it, every little step towards that will, over time, cause you to eventually, even if it's not quite the success you want, you'll at least be enjoying yourself towards working towards where you get, and you'll have the experience that eventually you will find something that you want. You can try things out and you can find out that you don't like them. I've done that plenty with work and such. But you'll eventually find out that you don't enjoy a certain thing, and you'll narrow things down in such a way that you'll be able to specify what you want to do when you grow up, I guess. So many people ask the question, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I am willing to bet that most people can't answer that question. Even up to 90%, maybe even higher, of people in the world cannot answer that question, even when they're close to graduating, even after college. Even if you go through all of college, people take like a general college courses, and they still don't know what they're doing. But that's the importance of experience in certain areas, experiencing certain work, certain play, certain whatever you're doing in your day, that you'll find out eventually what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy, and you'll be able to motivate yourself towards doing what you do enjoy, even if that takes motivating yourself to do something that you really want, but you have to do a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily enjoy doing to get yourself to that point. So, yeah, I think I'm just carrying on now. I think I got my point forward. I hope I got my point forward. Please let me know in the comment section below if you understand exactly what I'm saying. And what I want you to do now, because the people that see this video, whether or not you subscribe to me, I don't care. I was trying to put this point forward. I don't care if you subscribe to me because of this video. Because my content is actually on my channel is quite a bit different than this. But please leave in the comment how your day went, because the whole purpose in my channel is to help people even the slightest amount. So tell me how your day is. If you see this, how your current day went, I just want to be able to interact with people, even if I've never talked to you, even if you've never seen my channel before. I want to be able to strike up a conversation with people. So, yeah. So I think that is going to be it for this video. And I won't end this like I would normally end a video, but I'll just tell me what you think of my thoughts on this whole subject. And that is going to be it. I'll see you later. Peace.